Alright, thought I'd show a quick little video on some really cool items that have showed up at the dollar stores here in Portland, Oregon lately, and it quite well could be at the dollar stores in your local area. Chances are it's not going to be a regular item. Somebody got a good deal on liquidation with these. But these are basically solar-powered light rocks. Using landscape decoration, stuff like that. Maybe a cute little gag gift item. They're actually made to be water resistant on the top, and it's a very simple device, little LED light. There's a battery inside. It's been sealed with hot glue for waterproofness. A little on-off slider switch with rubber grommets on there. And it's got a vent hole on the bottom, so if any condensation got into it, it would kind of flow out from above. But really simple, straightforward design. And portable and relatively stealthy if you place them on the ground, although obviously there's a light, so it's only going to get so stealthy, right? Well, the thing is, for a lot of camp and survival use, you just want a decent little reusable, self-managing trail marker. In the past, we've used chem lights for that, right? You pop a chem light, throw it on the ground, and you're kind of marking a spot through the little woods to where your trail, you mark a trail with it, or you mark a spot with it. With these things, I would venture to guess they can probably last a couple of months. So if you were to do a geocache or something like that and want to mark a spot for a couple of months, the way these things work is they absorb light during the day, and then as soon as this little solar panel isn't getting any light, look at that, the little LED goes on. Okay, so when it gets dark, it goes on, probably lasts for a couple hours until the battery in it goes dead. And then as the thing ages out, what will happen is that little light, that little dusk light, starts lasting not as long. Now, it could be when they're new that they'll last all the way to dawn the next day. Kind of hard to tell. But the thing is, no matter what, for $1 each, these are going to outlast a chem light. No matter what they do, they're going to outlast a chem light, and it's probably going to be a little bit brighter as far as directional light goes. And when we talk about chem lights, we got little directional things, little plastic directional things we could snap onto those things. They're more than $1. Okay, I used to pay about $2 for a chem light. In military, those things are just all over the place. You get a hold of them. And, guys that supply are kicking them out. Well, I've been out of the military for a little while, and so my supply of chem lights is a little bit diminished. Now, these things aren't going to be bright enough to see, let's say, through headlights of a car or something like that. Night vision equipment, they're going to be, you can spot them from a pretty long distance away. But for trail marking, something a little bit portable, the only thing you got to worry about these things is whether or not they'll stay right side up. Whereas the type of little solar trail marking lights that have a stake on them, of course, you stick them in the ground and they do that. But $1 at the dollar store for a slick little item like this, you can't go wrong. Throw a couple in your bug out vehicle or in your bags or somewhere. Maybe not your bug out bags, but little tricky kit items. I would say it's a good purchase. Get a couple of these, get a half dozen of them. And use them for marking parking spaces and trails around a meetup point or a cache location. Not a bad way to go.